Let's take a look at the top 10 countries with the highest murder rates. Number 10, Brazil. Brazil has a murder rate of 6.3 per 100,000 people. That means that for every 100,000 people living in Brazil, almost 7 of them will be murdered in any given year. The country has a high level of income inequality and its citizens are generally very poor. There is also a lot of violence in Brazilian society, which is often linked to organized crime and gang activity. This violence can be attributed to a number of factors, including poverty, inequality, and the easy availability of firearms. Number 9, United States. The murder rate in the United States is 5.3 per 100,000 people. The US has a history of gun violence, and there are more guns in the country than people. In fact, nearly 1/3 of all Americans live in a home with at least one gun. This easy access to firearms contributes to the high murder rate. Additionally, the US has a culture of violence that is perpetuated by things like violent video games and movies. Number 8, El Salvador. With a murder rate of 5.2 per 100,000 people, El Salvador is another country with a high level of violence. Gangs and organized crime groups are prevalent, and the country's murder rate has been on the rise in recent years. There are also a lot of factors that contribute to the violence in El Salvador, such as poverty, inequality, and a lack of opportunity. Number 7, Mexico. The murder rate in Mexico is 5.1 per 100,000 people. Mexico is another country that is plagued by violence, particularly drug cartel-related violence. The country's murder rate has been on the rise since 2010, and it is expected to continue to increase in the coming years. Number 6, Guatemala. With a murder rate of 5 per 100,000 people, Guatemala is another Central American country with a high murder rate. Like its neighbors, El Salvador and Honduras, Guatemala is plagued by gang violence and organized crime. Poverty and inequality also play a role in the country's high murder rate. Number 5, Honduras. Honduras has a murder rate of 5 per 100,000 people. Gang activity and organized crime are the main drivers of violence in Honduras. The country is also very poor, and this contributes to the high murder rate. Number 4, Venezuela. Venezuela has a murder rate of 5.7 per 100,000 people. The country's homicide rate is among the highest in the world, and it is caused by a variety of factors, including poverty, inequality, and a lack of government control. Number 3, Jamaica. Jamaica has a murder rate of 11.6 per 100,000 people. The country has one of the highest murder rates in the world, and it is caused by a combination of factors, including poverty, inequality, and gang activity. Number 2, Papua New Guinea. Papua New Guinea has a murder rate of 12.4 per 100,000 people. The country is very violent, and much of the violence is attributed to traditional practices such as tribal fighting and sorcery-related killings. Before we get to the country with the highest murder rate in the world, what do you think of these numbers? Is your country on the list? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Now, the number 1 country with the highest murder rate in the world is none other than Colombia. The murder rate in Colombia is 13.7 per 100,000 people. The country has been plagued by violence for many years, and it is the result of a number of factors, including the country's drug trade, guerrilla activity, and paramilitary groups.